Good afternoon, everyone, especially to Dr. Gloven Sibaguro. This is Dexy Joy Ilalim of BE Gen 3, and this is my teaching demonstration in a multi-grade class in English from grades 1, 2, and 3. And this is my lesson plan. Good afternoon, multi-grade class in grades 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so may I request everyone to please stand for our prayer. Amen. Assuming that we are done praying. You may now take your seat, class. Okay, now let us check your attendance. So for grades 1, when I call your name, you say boom, boom. And for grades 2, when I call your name, you say beep, beep. And for the grade 3, when I call your name, you say hola, hola. Is that clear? Okay. Assuming that we are done checking the attendance. Who can now recall the last topic that we had discussed yesterday, class? Yes, Mikael. Very good. We had discussed about nouns. So what is noun? Yes, Megan. Yes, correct. Nouns are names of person, place, things, or an object. Very good, class. You are a great learner. So now, class, do you want to play? Yes? Alright, so today we will be going to play, and this game is called Pass the Ball, I Do Game. So let me show you something. Tan-da-da-dan! What is this? Yes? You are thinking right. This is a virus. Are you familiar with coronavirus? Yes, of course we are. Yes, that's why our game will go like this. When the music plays on like this, okay, you will pass this to your seatmates as if you don't want to catch the virus. And when the music stops, the pupil who is holding this object will pick a strip of paper. Yes, you will pick a strip of paper and do what is written on it here in front. You will act it and you will do it. Are you all ready? Yes? Very good. So let's get started. Okay, assuming that we have done playing this. Thank you, class. You have seen that your classmates have danced. He was jumping. She was singing. And you are laughing. Yes, very good, class. And with that, we will have an activity. Are you all interested to have an activity? Yes? Okay, as you say so. So now, let me show you this. Tan-tan-tan! This song is entitled It's My Birthday. Let's do it like this. It's my birthday, I want to sing, I want to dance, hooray! The kids love eating, we love playing, we jump here, we run there, we're having fun everywhere, hooray! Alright, now class, you will be divided into 3 groups. All the row 1 from each grade will be the group 1, and all the row 2 from each grade will be the group 2, and all the row 3 from each grade will be the group 3. Now that you are with your group, here's what you are going to do. Listen carefully to the instructions. Now class, choose one grade 3 student in your group to be your leader. Then each group will perform and execute the actions of the song It's My Birthday. You can choreograph your own steps. Each group will be graded according to your performance. The best performer will have a reward. Do you want a reward? Yes, of course we are. So here is your guideline. Creativity, 20 points. Originality, 30 points. And execution of movements will be 50 points, a total of 100 points. Okay, class, you only have 3 minutes to do this. Let's get ready, okay, class? Are you all ready? Okay, let's get started. Okay, assuming that the pupils already done performing. Wow, class, you are all amazing, and our best performer is the Group 2. Okay, let's give them an angel clap. Okay, follow after me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo, woo, woo. And for the rest, let us give ourselves a fireworks claps. Okay, follow after me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mabuhay, mabuhay. Wow, you did all great, class. Did you all enjoy? Yes? Very good. Now, class, notice the underlined words in the song. What have you observed in these underlined words, class? Yes, I can hear the right words from grade 3. Yes, these are action words. So, class, our topic for today is about, do you have any idea? Alright, so our topic for today is about verb. So what is a verb? What is a verb? Yes, verbs are words that express action. Again, let's all read this. Verbs are words that express actions. Alright, now class, using the sentences here, we will identify the action words used in the sentence. Take a look at our sentences, especially to the grade 1. Using the sentences, we will identify the verbs used here in the sentence. Let us all read this together. In the first sentence, go. My cat jumps over the fence. Okay, grade 1. What did the cat do in the first sentence? Yes, Ben, very good. Jump. So the verb used here is jump. Okay, number 2 sentence, let us all read this together. The twins dance gracefully. What did the twins do or perform in sentence number 2? Yes, Mika. Very good. Dance. So the verb here is dance. In the third sentence, let us read this together. Ben and Mike brush their teeth. What did Ben and Mike perform? Yes, Sisa. Okay, brush. So our verb here is brush. Excellent, class. You are getting familiar with verbs. I have prepared here a verb alphabet for you. Alright. But first, you will be going to find a partner. Okay, so your partner will be your seatmate. Now that you have already a partner, you will read this verb alphabet and say each verb with matching actions. This time, the grade 1 pupils will be assisted by the grade 3. Now, grade 3 pupils, please choose your pair. Is that clear, grade 1 and grade 3? Very good. You can start now. Just please minimize your voice as I continue the discussion with the grade 2. Now, for the grade 2 students, I have here a set of sentences for you. And we will read this all together and study or notice the underlined words. Okay? Let us all read this together. Grade 2. A horse gallops. The horses gallop. A turtle crawls. Turtles crawl. A dog runs. The dogs run. A rabbit hops. The rabbit hop. The janitor sweeps the floor. The janitors sweep the floor. Observe how the verbs change in each pair of in the sentences? What can you notice? All right, correct. There are verbs with S and there are verbs without S. Notice that in this first sentence in number 1, the noun used is singular. By the way, what is the noun used in the first sentence here in number 1? Yes, Aika? Very good. Horse. So the horse is singular. Why? Because it is only one. Okay. So, what is the action done by the horse? Yes, Kim? Yes, correct. Gallops. Notice that the verb has or ends with S. How about in the second sentence here in number 1? What is the noun? Yes, Aika? Correct. Horses. Is it a singular or a plural noun? Yes? Very good, Janidin. It is a plural noun. So what happened to the action word? Is it with S or without S? Yes, Mikael? Very good. It is without S. So listen carefully, class. When the noun is singular, the S form of verb is used. It means that the letter S is added to the base form of the verb. Example in sentence number 2. Turtle crawls. Since the noun used is turtle, which is singular, the verb must have an S. So it becomes, yes, Christian, very good, crawls. So the S form of the verb is used. Another thing, when the noun is plural, the base form of the verb is used. It means that the verb must have no S. Okay, example, here in second sentence in number 2, turtles crawl. Since the noun used, turtles, is plural, the verb must have no S. Okay, so again, what is the verb used here? The base form of the verb, since it is without S. This follows and called the simple subject-verb agreement. Okay, now let us study this chart. So class, take note that we have here the singular subject. Take note that the noun can be called also as subject. Class, we have here in the table the singular subject, the S form, the plural subject, and the base form. So first, we will read the sentences in the S form. Okay, start. A girl skips. A boy jumps. So here, in our first sentence, the singular subject is a girl. So, to form the S form verb, we add S to the verb. Okay, so that makes it as skips. Okay, another example, a boy jumps. So since our subject is singular, which is the boy, we form the S form of the verb by adding S here in the end of the word or the verb. So it becomes jumps. So again, as we read this, a boy jumps. So how can we use or form the base form of the verb? So we have here the first sentence. Okay, let us read this together. The girls skip. Since we have a plural subject, class, the base form of the verb has no S. Okay, and in the second sentence, the boys jump. Again, since our subject is very good, plural, how do we form the base form of the verb? Correct. We do not add S anymore. So the S form and the base form rule makes up the process for the simple subject-verb agreement. For you to furtherly understand, study this poem, underline and identify the S form and base form of the verb used. Copy in your notebook and work silently. I will gather your notebook. So this poem is entitled What If by Y. Tan Feliz. Okay, let us read this together. Grade 2, go. What if everything goes funny? Turtles hop and birds swim. Cats fly and dogs sings. Elephants buzz and ants growl. Horses squeak and tigers chirp. How funny it would be. Okay, start now, grade 2. Okay, grade 3, you can now go back to your seats. Thank you, grade 3. And grade 1, continue to practice with your verb alphabets, okay? Continue practicing and continue learning. Is that okay? Great. Okay, grade 3, I have prepared a dialogue here for you. A dialogue between a Lola and a Lola. Okay, so grade 3, do you still have your Lola and Lola? Alright, some still have their Lola and Lola and some died already, okay? But grade 3, we must be happy still, okay? So let's read this dialogue, and all the girls will be the Lola and all the boys will be the Lolo. Okay, the dialogue will start now. First, the boys. Lolo. I am glad our children visited us again. Lola. But they stayed only for a day. When I look at their faces, I was sad and wish they could stay forever. Lolo. They invited us to spend vacation in the city. Do you think you will enjoy it? Lola. I lived for 2 years there, but I always miss the farm. I guess there is no better place for me but here. Thank you, grade 3. Now, class, what are the verbs in the dialogue? Yes, Sheena. Okay, very good. So, the verbs in the dialogues are visited, stayed, invited, lived, missed. Okay, missed. Grade 3, let us read all the underlined words again. Visited, stayed, invited, lived, missed. So what do you think are these underlined words expresses? Yes, Janelle. Correct. These underlined verbs expresses actions that happened in the past. So with that, verbs such as these underlined words are verbs in the past tense. So what do you think, class, is a past tense of the verb? Yes, Ryan. Correct. Past tense of verb refers to the actions that happened in the past. Very good, grade 3. Did you know, class, that we form the past tense of most verbs by adding d or ed at the end of the word, and this called as the regular verbs. What is a regular verb? So regular verbs refers to the word change into past tense by adding d or ed at the end of the word. However, when verbs ends with e, we only add d to it. Okay, example. We have here the verbs bake and care. Okay, so let's do this. Bake, it ends with e, so we add d. So this becomes and read as bake. Alright, baked. Sound with the T sound, baked. So in the second example, we have here, let's read it, care. Since it ends with E, we only add what, Christine? Very good, D. So, John, please stand up and read this. Care plus D equals, very good, cared. Cared. Who can give me another example? Yes, Vanessa. Dance. Yes, that's counted. Dance. Okay, let's have here dance plus D equals danced. Very good, class. Now, we have another however. However, when the word ends with A and Y, we add ed to it. Okay, example, we have here play plus ed. We read this as played. Alright, played. So we have another example here, pray. We add ed to it because it ends with A and Y. So we add ed, this becomes prayed. You are getting familiar with this, class. So who can give me another example? Yes, Kim? Okay, we have sway. Sway. Sway plus ed, this reads and becomes as sway. Very good, grade 3. Now, but how about when a word ends with consonant and Y? What should we do? Okay. Words ends with consonant and Y. We change first the Y into I and add ed. So this goes like this. Example, carry plus change Y to I and add ed. And this becomes and read as carried. Okay, the word becomes carried. We have here another example, bury plus IED. We change the Y into I and we add ed, and this becomes, class, yes, very good. This becomes buried. All right, very good, grade 3 learners. And last example, we have here the try. Let's try it, the try itself. So let's change the Y into I and add ed. That becomes try into tried. Perfect. So again, class, these are all the rules for past tense in regular verbs. Why do we need to follow the simple rules in forming the past tense of the regular verbs? Because, class, it is very significant to have the correct spelling of the word because it will contribute to the correct use of grammar in the sentence construction. So here, if we add ed to the words or verbs that ends with e, it will spell as baked egg, okay? So it's a wrong spelling. So that's why we need to have a D rule here that ends with E, add D. And if we add also D to words ends with AD, AY, this will read as pride. So we must also really follow the rules, okay? So that we can be a great spellers, okay? So how and when can we know that the verb is in the past tense? So we have what we call the time expressions. So time expressions refers to the time in which the verb happened. So these are the signals for the past tense of the verb. So examples, yesterday, the words with last, such as last day, last month, last morning, last evening, last year, a year ago, in the morning, so and many more. Okay, to proceed, we have here a paragraph grade 3. Let us all read this and take note of the underlined words. Each day last summer, Tom and Mario woke up early to look for plastic bottles and tin cans. They went from house to house and asked for them. At the end of the day, they brought their collection to a nearby junk shop. They are very happy that they sold it. They knew they could give their money to their mother to help with the expenses. Alright, so why did the boys wake up early, class? Very good, to look for plastic bottles and tin cans. So how did they help their mother? Okay, thank you. By selling those plastic bottles and tin cans. So they make money out of it. So is it important to help your mother or your family? Yes? Dorothy? Yes, of course, it is important to help your family because it helps in the expenses at home. What else? Kim? Yes, because it makes them happy. So we become happy too. Very good, grade 3. Now class, let us name the underlined words in the paragraph. Yes, Vincent? Very good. The underlined words are woke, went, brought, sold, and new. Now let's study each of them, each word that we have here. Now let us read this together, class. Wake, woke. Sell, sold. Know, knew. Go, went. Bring, brought. Now class, do you have any idea how these verbs form their past tense? Anyone? Yes, June. Alright, very good. This formed their past tense by changing their spelling. However, the rule to form the past tense is not followed like in the regular verbs because it is formed by changing its spelling. And these are called irregular verbs. So what is an irregular verb? So irregular verbs refers to the verbs changed into past tense by changing its spelling. So here are the examples of irregular verbs. So grade 3, let us all read this and you must study these irregular verbs because you will be forming a sentence using all these irregular verbs. Okay, so we have here the present tense and we have here the past tense of the verbs. Let's start grade 3. We have here get, it turned into got. Go, went. See, saw. Buy, bought. Draw, drew. Sing, sang. Give, gave. Blow, blew. Make, made. Write, wrote. Sell, sold. Teach, taught. Catch, caught. Bring, brought. Break, broke. So now, do you differentiate the difference between the regular and regular verbs? Okay, class, you are correct. We form the regular verbs by adding D or ED at the end of the word. And while in the irregular verb, we really change the form of the word by changing its spelling. Yes, excellent, grade 3. Now, multigrade class, can you please lend me your ears? All settle down, please. And all face the teacher. Okay, very good. Thank you, class. Now, after all our activities, discussions, and exercises, let me ask you a question. So, class, what do you learn today? Yes, from grade 1? Very good, Gina. We have discussed and learned about verbs. So what is a verb? Very good. Verbs are words that expresses actions. And for the grade 2, how can we form the S form of the verb? Yes? Lovely? Right. We can form the S form of the verb by the singular subject and a verb with S. And how can we form the base form of the verb? Yes, Aika? Alright, perfect. We can form the base form of the verb by simply following the plural verb plus a verb without S. And this makes up the process. Yes, Janelle? Perfect. get the process of simple subject-verb agreement. And for the grade 3, what have you learned? Yes, Kim? Very good. We have learned about the regular and irregular verbs. So what is a regular verb? Yes. Carmen. Okay. Regular verbs are verbs change into past tense by adding D or ED. How about the irregular verbs? Yes. Janelle. Alright. Irregular verbs are formed into past tense by changing its spelling. So class, for the last question, let me ask you again. Is verb important? Why? Yes, Mikael. Very good. Verb is important because when we wake up in the morning, we pray, we brush our teeth, we go to school, and those are actions. So it is important to learn about verb because it makes us aware of our actions, and with that we are able to identify the word that express actions. Well, class, thank you for listening today, and you all did great in our activity. You did all great in our lesson and discussion. You are all a great learners. Continue to learn, class. Now grades 1 and grades 2, get one whole sheet of paper for your test. Okay, for grade 1, direction, encircle all the words in the group that show actions. Copy and answer. And for the grade 2, underline the correct verb that will make the sentence. Yes, that will make the sentence. Also copy and answer. And for the group 3, you will have a group work. So the grade 3 pupils will be divided into 3 groups. Each group will have the freedom to choose their own leader. So instruction group 3, listen carefully. Each group will write a paragraph using the regular and irregular verbs. Underline the use regular and irregular verbs. Then each group will create a tune for their work to be sung or dance, okay? And each group will be given 5 minutes to accomplish the task. Practice and present to the class, and then submit your paragraph to me, okay? Is that clear, grade 3? Okay, work collaboratively with your group, and you will be graded according to your performance. All right, good luck, big brains! Time is up. Grades 1 and grade 2, please pass your paper here in front. And grade 3, please ready to your performances. But before that, grades 1 and grade 2, get a sheet of paper, scratch will do, because you will help me to rate the performances of the grade 3 by writing or drawing stars for them. So 5 stars as the highest and 3 stars as the lowest. Okay, you will rate each group and you will name your paper group grade 3 group 1, grade 3 group 2, and grade 3 group 3. Okay, is that clear? Grade 1 and grade 2? Very good. Okay, grade 3 students, it's showtime. Okay, assuming that the grade 3 students are done performing. Wow! You did great, grade 3. You dance well, you sing well, and you perform the verbs well. Wow, excellent learners. Okay, class, you did great today. And because of that, your assignment for tomorrow is to sleep early tonight and go to school or come here tomorrow early in the morning because you will have your breakfast here. Bring your own eating utensils. Okay, is that clear, class? Okay, thank you, multigrade class. Alright, so pick up pieces of paper and plastics and you can go home. Be safe, class. Okay, high five as you go out. Yes, high five. Okay.